So for today's video, this one's in my opinion, of course. So you hear that, YouTube? This one's just in my opinion, of course. Try to leave me alone. I don't know. But I want to talk about eating disorder recovery in America in the year 2021 and how it's a complete joke. It's just a joke. It is a joke. I receive messages all the time from fat activists and fat liberationists and whatever they else want to call themselves, saying, stop saying this about this person or this about fat people. A lot of people have eating disorders and they're recovering from an eating disorder and that's why they're fat. You sound so fucking stupid when you say shit like that. It's just ridiculous. Here's reality. Recovery from an unhealthy state, an unhealthy disorder, will not leave you in an unhealthy state and or make you more unhealthy. Like if you are an obese person and you all of a sudden go into eating disorder recovery and you gain 50 pounds, that is not recovery. That is your eating disorder convincing you that it is what to do so it gets what it wants. You have just made yourself less healthy in the guise of being healthier. It's foolishness. The intuitive eating crowd for morbidly obese people has, I don't understand how it's not marked as false information. Show me how you think intuitive eating for morbidly obese people works. Please go, because I can tell you how I think it doesn't work. I can show you how I think it doesn't work because we're probably at 80% overweight and probably over 50% obesity after 2021. People cannot intuitively eat because they will eat themselves into ill health. It is hard to intuitively eat products that are designed to really taste good. Ultra-processed food items are not intuitively eatable by the body. Like they don't react in a way that your body is used to in nature. If you ingest a bunch of sugar, there's a huge dopamine spike, like a drug. And that is very hard for people that have a problem with said substance to intuitively eat. If you're a morbidly obese person and you're ingesting added sugar, you are not taking your health seriously. I don't give a shit what you say. If you're a 350 pound person and you are intuitively eating ultra processed items, you are hurting yourself. Your eating disorder has tricked you into giving it what it wants and you are falling prey to it. And then us telling everybody that, oh, they're fine, they're just recovering from an eating disorder. No, they're in the throes of an unhealthy disorder that is keeping them or making them fatter, more obese, and or too skinny or underweight. Like it works both ways. We even have people of a healthy weight, obviously, that have eating disorders who are making themselves less healthy by eating ultra-processed foods, binging it, causing serious, massive inflammation and problems in their gut, and then starving themselves to stay at that weight. It is a problem. We cannot intuitively eat food products. I'm not saying that you should avoid them at all possible costs, but if you are intuitively eating them, like if I eat ultra-processed foods, I know it's only for pleasure. I treat it like it's only for pleasure. If I have a piece of cake for my birthday this week, it is going to be gluten-free because I don't like gluten, and it's going to be seen as pleasure only. That's it. I'm not going to think, oh, well, this is just fine or like that. It is a birthday. It is an event. If you want to indulge in things that aren't necessarily healthy for you, occasionally, of course. Like, we're humans. You get to decide what you want to do. But if you want to act like you eating, like, 3 donuts is somehow eating disorder recovery, you're lying to yourself. You are clearly lying to yourself, and you are hurting yourself. And society, eating disorder in America in 2021, society will make it seem like you're a hero for hurting yourself. We've reached full stupidity levels right now. Like the stupidity meter is pegged when we have 300-pound people saying, I'm recovering from an eating disorder, that's why I'm eating this cake. Like, I mean, you people sound so crazy. I feel for you, but it is to be expected because it seems like we're in the throes of a mass societal eating disorder and detachment of reality that is actually bad for us. Like, that's the thing. We have detached the negative aspects of being obese. Call Lizzo, Tess Holiday, anybody you want in a bikini, strutting their stuff. Call it pretty. I don't give a fuck. Call it brave. It's really not. They're just wearing clothes. I mean, bravery would be saving their own lives. Like, we have this so twisted. Like, bravery is putting yourself on display while in a sickly state, but not actually doing something about the sickly state. Like, display yourself all you want. I don't care. If you don't want to wear clothes, it doesn't bother me. I don't give a fuck, right? But don't lie to society and pretend like, you're not ill, because that's what you're doing. Like, I'm perfectly fine, and I think everybody, in my opinion, of course, should be perfectly fine with however anybody else dresses, what they want to wear. I think everybody should be fine with it. It's not your business. If they want to feel good about it, let them do it. But this societal lie that the person that's wearing these garments, that's the morbidly obese woman that's wearing a bikini, is brave. No, she's not necessarily brave. She is just trying to feel good about herself she's not brave. If she was brave, she would save herself. She would be her own hero. If a morbidly obese man, can barely get up off the fucking couch, him like flaunting his beer belly, that's not brave at all. That's cowardice. That's him trying to seek approval or make a joke out of something so he can feel better about himself, knowing he's hurting himself. These are societal lies we are telling on a grand scale. They must stop, because eating disorder recovery in America and most of the world right now has never been more important, because we are so fat we're about to hurt ourselves. Like the whole country is so obese in America that we have to do stuff for everybody to watch out for the people that have made themselves high risk. That's my opinion, of course, but that's also fact too. My thing is, if you really want to act like you're recovering from an eating disorder, you'd be getting healthy. You would actually be physically getting healthier. You cannot even be mentally healthy and morbidly obese. And I know that's probably going to upset a few people too, but please do show me how obesity does not affect inflammation levels, neuroinflammation, how it doesn't affect serotonin levels, how it doesn't affect mood, how it doesn't, bring on depression, how it doesn't cause pain, which also there affects mood. Like, please tell me how being morbidly obese is a mentally healthy state. Please tell me that, because I would argue it's not. As somebody that was morbidly obese, I would argue it's not, because it wasn't even how I looked necessarily at all, because married, happily, no big deal. It wasn't even necessarily how I looked, because I was also very strong, and I was good with that. I was actually trading that off. It wasn't about that for me. It wasn't about my looks. It was about how I could be, how strong I could be. A lie I was telling myself, a goal that I was telling myself was more important than my own health. I was lying to myself. So I stopped lying to myself. I started adulting. That's what I'm asking all of you to do. Start adulting so you don't somehow lie to yourself in society thinking that I'm super fat, but I'm awesome because I wear a bikini. No, you're not awesome because you're super fat and wear a bikini. If you are super fat and wear a bikini and are actively trying to lose weight, rock that shit. You're awesome. If you are super fat and want to wear a bikini, I don't fucking care. I don't fucking care. Most people don't fucking care. As a newsflash, it's normalized. Like, as a newsflash, obesity is normalized. Like, you guys are not oppressed. If anything, we've made obesity a ruling class. Like, almost. Like, nobody can even say that, hey, you're fucking fat, lose some fucking weight because you are a drain on the healthcare system and you're a drain on your own fucking life. I'm sorry, did that hurt people's feelings? What about it isn't fucking true? Like, I mean, that's the thing. Like, we are in the throes of trying to appease so many people's tiny little fragile egos that we need to call them pretty nonstop. And any mention of ill health is fat phobic. It's horrible. You people have reached full on fucking level stupidity. Like, you are Super Saiyan stupid right now. Like, you've fully evolved. Like, you are literally trying to placate yourself out of existence. Like, we are trying to politically correct people into ill health. It is such a pathetic statement on our society right now that so many of you need to get there faster. People, if you have disordered eating of any kind, and if you're a morbidly obese person, you have disordered eating, you should fucking accept it. Something about how you're eating is disordered enough that you are in an ill state of health. You have disordered eating. So accept that, get there faster, and understand that no recovery from that is going to make you less healthy, keep you unhealthy, or make you unhealthy in a different way. Please get there faster, people, because one, it is just very, 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 very unhealthy. Like, the most important reason is that it's very unhealthy for the people that are trying to do this, and very unhealthy for our society, as population health starts with the health of the population. Idiots. We need to get there, because you folk just lying to yourself on such a mass scale is not only hurting you, but it's going to start hurting the country even more than it already has. You cannot intuitively eat food if you are a 300-pound person. You have shown you cannot do this. You have intuitively eaten yourself into ill health. Focus on getting help for the disorder and focus on getting to a healthy state. Stop giving a fuck what you look like and worry way much more about how well you're going to move around in the next couple decades as you get older. God damn.